Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and I have come on to do my June wrap-up. Unfortunately, I do not have any of these books anymore because they were all library books this month. And so you guys are going to have to deal with the Kindle for the covers. Sorry about that. So the first 5 books I'm going to go over really quick because they were featured in my Library-A-Thon wrap-up. So I will link that down below if you are curious about any of the books, about what they're about, etc., etc. So I'm just going to go over these really quick. Ah, that wasn't good. Oh. Okay. Trying to make this easy. Had it all set up, and yeah. Okay. So the first book I read this month was 13 Reasons Why. And I actually did a discussion video. I will also link that down below. And I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. And to find out why, you need to check out my discussion video. The next book I read is This Savage Song. And unfortunately, I don't know why. On my phone, these are in order. But on my Kindle, they're not. So I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. So anyway, the second book I read was This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. 13 Reasons Why is by Jay Asher, if I didn't mention that. But This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, I had mixed feelings about this book. Once again, if you go to my Library-A-Thon wrap-up, I'd say a little bit more. And I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read is The Scarlet Gown. This one by Sarah Mallory. I really enjoyed this one. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was a romance. I mean, you know, it was a pretty good romance, so I enjoyed it a lot. So, and let's, yeah, I read 15 books. I don't think I said that. I read 15 books total. Not quite as many as last month, but still pretty good for me. The next one I read was, where is it? Oh, The Girl in the Well. So I don't know why that one's all the way down there. The Girl from the Well by Rin Chupico, I hope. I really enjoyed this. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I actually have another one of hers to read, and that will be featured in my July TBR, which will hopefully be up right after this. The next one I read was Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. Also enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And this book was recommended to me by Books Are My Social Life. Really good book. Really good book. And like I said, if you want to know a little bit more about this one, go to my wrap-up. Okay, so the next few I read, Cress, which is this one by Marissa Meyer. And this was the retelling of Rapunzel. Loved it. This was the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicle. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Heartless. Where's Heartless? Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Okay. Awesome book. Retelling of Alice in Wonderland. It tells the story of how the Queen of Hearts became the Queen of Hearts. Really good. I really enjoyed it. Gave it a 4 out of 5 star. Really love Marissa Meyer. Really love her writing. Gonna try to read more of her books. Really loved her. Also read Fairest. This is Lunar Chronicles 3.5. This is actually the story of why the evil queen became the evil queen. And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Winter, which is Lunar Chronicles number 4. This one is actually over 800 pages, guys. But it was awesome. It wrapped up everything. It had all the characters from the previous books. And then we also get to find out about Winter. And it's a retelling of Snow White. And I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. The next one that I read was The Paid Companion, which is this one. It's a romance. I read this one for the romance bingo, the summer romance bingo, which I still haven't done a TBR for, which I really need to. I just hate when it's all on the Kindle, and pretty much all those books are on the Kindle. Of course, I'm doing that now, but I don't know. I got to work on that in the next couple days. I gotta get that up. But I am reading them, and it's really interesting because I don't read a lot of romance. So, but anyway, this is The Paid Companion, and this is by Amanda Quick. And it was pretty good. I mean, it was okay. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. But I mean, as romance goes, it was okay. It was a pretty easy read. Then I read the last one in the Lunar Chronicles, which was 4.5. This is called Stars Above, like Marissa Meyer again. I gave this one 5 out of 5. This is a bunch of short stories. It kind of tells some backstories of some of the characters, and then it also, at the very last story, is kind of what happens a little bit after Winter. So, I mean, you kind of get a little bit more, and it's like, oh, I still want more. But this is the last book, and I don't think she's coming out with any more. So, but I really, really, really enjoyed this one. But I don't recommend you read this one until you've read the other, because there are spoilers in this one if you haven't read some of the other books. And so you're going to spoil yourself, and that's not a good thing. So definitely read this one last, but definitely read this one. It's really, really good. The next one was The Wisdom Tree by Mary Manners. This one is, I read for the the summer romance bingo. This one was for inspirational romance. I gave it a 3 out of 5. It was okay. It just, I don't know. It was okay. It's a romance. It was okay. A romance has to be like really, really awesome for me to really grab onto it and really, really, really enjoy it. And this, the next one I read was The Young Elites by Mary Lou. And I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I actually have the other 2 that's going to be going in my TBR for this month. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because some of the writing was kind of, the story was, it had couple little holes, but all in all, I really enjoyed this, and I really can't wait to see what happens in the rest of the story. The next one I read was The Shack, and this one I really enjoyed. Oh, this one's by William Paul Young. I really enjoyed this one. I gave it a 5 out of 5. This was very powerful. There are trigger warnings in here for murder, rape, I think a little, kidnapping. But basically what this one is about is his daughter gets kidnapped, and they don't ever find her body, but they find her bloody dress in this shack. And later he gets a note from God wanting to meet him at this shack, and it is so powerful, and there's just so many little nuances in this book, and so many things that I thought about and that I'm still thinking about, that I just really, really enjoyed this book. And so I can't recommend this book enough. The last book, unfortunately, that I read was Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This book I gave a 3 out of 5. I was so looking forward to this book. The premise of this book is that the Beast is a demon, and the Beauty is supposed to go and kill him. And usually I'm not that kind of person that complains about tropes, but this one, the insta-love in this one, and then there's a love triangle, and it's a weird, it ends up being a really weird love triangle in the end, and then the ending is just kind of and it just, oh, I just did not like this book. And I am a Beauty and the Beast fan. I love anything Beauty and the Beast. I have a lot on my TBR, future TBR, that I want to read. I have a whole list of different Beauty and the Beast retellings. And I'm just, there's one worse that I read, but this has got to be among the worst that I've ever read. I was just so disappointed in this book. And I gave it 3 out of 5. I couldn't really give it a 2 because, I mean, it did have a good premise, and I mean, I did like her writing style also, but it just, oh, the story, just, oh, I mean, ugh, I just, but let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books, if you guys disliked, liked, you know, let me know. And also, I have been thinking for my library books that I might do like a weekly library wrap-up. So I actually have the physical book to let you guys know, to see the book and that kind of thing. If that's something you guys want me to do, let me know. If not, then I'll just keep doing the wrap-ups the way I'm doing them. And then if I do it that way, then I can just mention quickly, you know, okay, I read this, but it's in my, you know, this wrap up or whatever. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I'll be back today, depending on how long this takes to upload, because the upload speeds on YouTube have been ridiculous lately. And I should hopefully be back with my July TBR and another readathon I'm participating in. Yes, I am insane. Wow, everything is so crooked today. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This video has kind of been because, like I said, I didn't have the physical books. Please have a wonderful day. I hope you guys had a happy 4th of July. And please remember to be kind to each other. And I will see you again in the next video.